Okay, we are live. Well, hey everyone, welcome to our holiday workshop. I am super excited to just get right into things and get started. But first, I just want to share with you a little bit about Andrea Peters. Andrea is a senior sales director. She has been with Mary Kay for 34 years. She has an amazing track record. And not only does she have an amazing track record, but I love her because she is my recruiter and my senior sales director and a longtime friend of both me as well as my family. So let me tell you a little bit about Andrea and her career in Mary Kay. So these are key things, you guys, because it means that Andrea knows what she's talking about when it comes to selling for the holidays, cashing up for the holidays at whatever level you can get excited about. But not just that, just the presentation and the strategy and the mindset behind it all. Because here's the thing, Andrea, in her 34 years in Mary Kay, she has been a star consultant 126 quarters. 126 quarters of those 34 years. Of those 34 years, she has been a part of the National Court of Sales 22 times. 22 times in the National Court of Sales. Her background, you guys, is retailing. She has been in retail her entire life. She had opened her first store when she was just 19 years old. And as being a great retailer means that you are a great merchandiser of product, because you have to be able to merchandise well in order to sell. So she has a wealth of knowledge. She has a wealth of knowledge that is just over the top. And just from that experience, she really has an understanding of the market, designing gifts, what sells, and being able to not just know what sells, but to be able to sell it in massive quantities if you want to. Okay? So you are in great hands, and I am going to just turn it over to Andrea so that we can get started and show you everything that she's excited about this year as it relates to product and merchandising and all of that good stuff. So Andrea, I am going to turn it over to you.
That's when I click on this little picture down here?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Diane is an expert at these types of venues, and I am a novice. So I'm really excited to be here with you this evening and to share Christmas this year. Every year is different, and you have to deal with the situations that we have, the economy, trends. That's what I'm really good at, is trending. The product that we have to sell, your life, what's in it, what's going on. All of those things come to play when you're planning a new season. One of the things I'm going to tell you, and I hope that you will adopt this program or adopt this philosophy, is this: I start Christmas the day after Christmas. And the reason why I do that is because that's when it's freshest in my mind. And so a lot of things I'm going to say to you tonight, I'm looking at my notes. You may say, well, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. But I didn't turn out the same as yours. When I'm done with the holiday season, we start, like I said, the day after that. And we sit down, I sit down with my people, I sit down by myself, I spend a lot of time, and I go over everything that worked. And why did it work? I was at the right place at the right time, I promoted it correctly, I had the right stuff. What made that work? Then I look at the things that didn't work. And there are two ways of looking at that. One is, oh, that didn't work for me, I'm never doing it again. Or my open house was not what I wanted it to be, so I'm not going to do open houses anymore. They don't work for me. Or you can look at it from my perspective. What did I do that caused it or didn't cause it to fly the way I wanted it to? And what can I do to improve it? If after a period of time I've tried several things and it doesn't work out after I've done that analysis, then I get that and I move on. But usually I have the next best thing in place as I'm moving on. So I want you to remember that, because I want you to come into this, if you're a veteran, I want you to come into this with an open mind, because it doesn't matter what happened last year. It doesn't matter if you had the best open house or the worst open house. It doesn't matter if you had a blowout off the charts season, or you had not a good season at all. It's irrelevant. What's relevant is today and what you're going to do with this holiday season. Now, I'm going to talk to you just a few minutes about retailing, and so you understand the importance of doing Christmas. Now, I feel that if you're on this call, then you know that Christmas is important. I had a clothing store, all my stores, I live in the north. And so from January to June, we had summer clothes in there. Well, everybody who lives in the north knows you can't wear summer clothes from January to June because it's too cold. And so by the time we would get to wear them, I had them marked down. So most stores in my area at that time, you didn't make money the first 6 months out of the year. We started making money in July because of back to school. And then we made all our money in November and December. So I had to make enough money in November and December to carry my store for the rest of the year. I want you to think about retailers and Christmas. Every store is stocked to the ceiling. People will spend money at Christmas. They give themselves permission to spend money on their family that they don't spend any other time of year. So I'm telling you that Christmas is very important to your business, and I want you to think of it as a bonus. If facials and skincare classes and team building is how we make a living, then Christmas becomes a bonus. With all of that said, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I have noticed that have caused people not to have as successful business as they would want during the holidays. And it doesn't matter whether they're in ours or they're in another direct selling business, or whether they have a brick and mortar store. These are the mistakes I found from a lot of people, and from talking with merchants and consultants. So the very first thing that you have to do is you have to set a goal. And the girls that set goals are more successful than the girls that don't. And the reason why you need to set a goal is, if you don't have a goal and you don't have any idea what you're trying to hit, then you're not going to do the activity necessary to hit it. So I believe that you need to find a goal at Christmas time that is not paying a bill, because you can use your Mary Kay to pay a bill now and you're not. So I think all of you would agree that you have husbands and jobs and kids and after school activities and houses, and you do your Mary Kay, and you just don't even know how you could possibly add Christmas. Well, you can't unless the desire is there. And so I want your goal at Christmas time to be something besides that bill, because that's why you got into Mary Kay, and that's what your faces and shows are for. But at Christmas time, it has to be something that you want bad enough that you're willing to work extra for it. Now, I have a horrible habit, and it's a really, really bad habit. My habit is I'm an athlete, and I spend my summers at a lake, at my cottage with my children and my ski boat and skiing. And in the winter, after Christmas, Friday at 5 o'clock, I'm on my way to a mountain to ski. And so my habit cost me at least $5,000 a year, and I have no intentions of giving it up. So I'm willing to work really, really hard at Christmas time to pay for those activities because they're so important to me. So for you, maybe it's, how would you feel if you not just talked about it, but could actually wrap up Disney and put it under your tree for your children this year? And at Christmas morning, they actually unwrapped a gift that was already paid for and that they were actually going to get to go on. How would you feel? How would you feel if you had a credit card free Christmas? Come January, you owed not a dime. Oh, wouldn't it be unbelievably exciting? Or how about if you did something fun for your husband? Maybe you just made a car payment. In a card, you say, here, honey, here's 2 months car payments for you. Or whatever it is that he likes to do. Or golfing for the summer. So it has to be something that you like so much that you're willing to work extra for. Now, the other thing is, if you're brand new, you're not allowed to set a goal less than 1,000, which would mean that you would need to sell 2,000 in order to have $1,000 cash. If you've been in Mary Kay longer than a year, then that goal should be 4,000, so that you have no less than $2,000 cash in your pocket. If you have a goal that is $10,000 or $15,000 that you want 5,000, then double it, and you have to do a $10,000 season. Now let me tell you how this works. Christmas is 7 weeks long. It starts November 1st, the very first week in November, and it goes all the way until Christmas. And I do it all. I have no problem my house is decorated, all my gifts are bought, I wrap them all, I do everything because, and I do Christmas not only for me, but for you as well. And the reason why I can do it all is because I'm so passionate about it, because I love having people feel good about what they give. I love helping you guys, and I love to ski. I love my babies, so I want to be with them. So would you not say that my Christmases are usually $15,000 for Mary Kay? So would you agree with me that if your goal is $1,000 and mine is $15,000, that there's a difference in activity level? I can't do an open house and hit $15,000. So the reason why you need to set that goal tonight, before you go to bed, you need to get online, find out how much you need to do the Disney thing or whatever it is that you want to do. Buy a piece of furniture, put a deck on your house, buy a swimming pool, pay cash for it. That would be cool. Wouldn't that be neat? That will tell you how much activity you have to do. And that's why you have to set a goal tonight. When you come into Monday night meeting and I ask you how much you sold and you don't know, the funnest part of being in this business is adding up how much you sell. And if you have team members, how much they sell. I know every single day you can call me and I'll tell you exactly how much I've sold and how much we have to do to hit that goal. Now, if my open house falls short, maybe I have to do 2 or 3 other events, or maybe I have to do something else to hit that goal, but I'm going to hit the goal. I just have to keep going. But I know what my numbers are. I didn't add it up, Christmas Eve and go, darn. I mean, no, I'm $10,000 short of my goal. So that's why you need to do this. I don't care. If you were on Weight Watchers, you know every ounce you've lost every second of the day. So I want you to think of that goal setting as that. I want you to start Christmas early because we already established that you guys are stressed. You have so much on your plate. I so admire how much women do today. I mean, you guys are incredible. So in order to eliminate that, if you start the day after Christmas like me, you analyze everything. I mean, I can't remember what I ate for dinner, let alone how Christmas went last year. You write it all down. You start making plans. Then, when you see something on sale for Christmas, you pick it up. If you saw something that you liked or wanted, you can start working on your mailing list all year round, all year long. The biggest thing you need to do is add Mary Kay customers. The more customers you add, the greater your mailing list is, the more people you have to draw from to create a wonderful season for them and for yourself. So you do need all year to do that. You don't want to start like jamming in 2,000 shows right now trying to get a bigger customer base. You want to do that over the course of the year. Okay, so that's the first thing. That's number 1. Number 2, and that's a huge thing and why people don't hit a desirable goal. Number 2 are price points that sell. And we're going to spend a little bit of time on that because I was just checking to see how much time I had. Because I've seen people say to me, I did open house, I do everything you say, I do your invitation, did everything, and my open house wasn't good. And as I talk, I find out all kinds of things. And one of them, I had 2 women that did their open houses together, their price points were wrong. So let's talk about price points. No matter where I go, all over the United States, I see there's a little hair sticking up there. No matter where I go all over the United States, these numbers are the same. So if we're talking about an average woman is going to buy gifts for her family, say her sister, her sister-in-law, her brother, the average price is $25. Some may say 30, but the average price across the country is $25. How many of those gifts does she need? She usually needs 2 or 3, depending on the size of her family. Mom, mother-in-law, Dad, those gifts are usually $50. She usually needs 1 or 2 of those. Kids, $2,000 per kid is about what people spend all over the country. It's about $2,000 a kid. And, me being grandma, I get $50. No, I'm just teasing you. But people do spend a ton on their children. And now let's get to all the other gifts that we buy. So, we established how much we spend on family, and we established how much we spend on mom. So the other people that women have to buy for are teachers. If you have small family, have a lot of teachers. They buy for girlfriends. They buy for business associates. They buy for Secret at church. They buy for the hairdresser, the cleaning lady, the newspaper person. They buy for all of those people. It's endless. A lot of women are taking care of having their family members taken care of at home, so they have caregivers. That is huge today, and it's a growing market and growing area. They might need 8 or 9 of those because those people are there 24 hours. So when we add up all those gifts, the average price that they want to spend for that is between $10 and $20. You can get very little today for $10, and we're going to discuss that later. But now, out of those gifts, how many do they need? They need a lot. They might need 5, 10, 15 of them. The last thing on this planet I would want to do would be get in my car to go to the mall to buy a gift for a teacher. And we're at the right place at the right time, because our gifts, when they're priced at that price point, are huge. We have lots and lots for them to choose from. The other thing is, those gifts are cash and carry. They need them. They have to take them that day, because card club was one day, and the teacher's another day, and Jimmy's last day of music lessons is tomorrow, and so they need them throughout the season. They're not going to order them at all. Another thing, when I ask people, I wish I could ask it to you guys and you can answer me back, but I'll just tell you the answer. When I ask people, if your budget is 10, will you spend 12? And everybody always says yes. So then I wouldn't have any $10 gifts. You guys try really, really hard to have $10 gifts, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, and it's not necessary. You will sell as much. Now, women they'll buy $200 or $300 worth of gifts, but they're buying them at that price range. So these two girls that had this open house, their baskets, they had baskets, and I'm not talking baskets. They had baskets, and they ranged from $50 up. So they had people come, but I need one $50 gift for my mom. And so they didn't have all the smaller gifts that they needed throughout the season. So they didn't do well at that open house, and they were very disappointed. And we're going to talk about all those components. So right now, let's talk about price points that sell. And I'm going to show you the season. And there's a different concept that I'm taking this season when we're talking about marketing, and I want to get into that. So the price points that sell, obviously, are under $20. This year is going to be a little more difficult because the price of goods have gone up. Hand creams are now $12. Last year they were $12, but we still could get the $10 ones. So if you were making hand creams with gloves and you were using a $10 glove, we have a $2 difference. Packaging has gone up. They call this board. These boxes are called, this is board stock, cardboard stock. They've gone up. Everything has. So it's going to be harder for us to stay in that $20 price point, but we still own it. We still own the industry. So you've got $12, $15, under $20, $19.99. Then it goes to $25 to $30, that price point. Then you're going to get some $35s. Then it just automatically goes to $50. So it goes $50, $75, and $100. That's just the way people will give you a number of what they want to buy. So I want to tell you about the season, and I want to show you some things about the season. One of the things I want you to do right now is write down peterspackaging.com. That's the packaging website, and it's very hard on this kind of a situation for me to show you packaging in its glory. So peterspackaging.com, and you'll see the how-to button at the top. I want you to go there, and you'll see all the different collections that I came up with this year. I had gotten our new shower gels and moisturizers and the mist before I did my packaging this year. I was excited to be able to do that. So I designed a whole line around this packaging. What it is, it's kind of very sophisticated. It's very us, and it resembles Chanel. And let me show you this. It's in pale pink. It says gorgeous. Is that gorgeous backwards to you? It's gorgeous. This is pale Mary Kay pink. It goes with our entire line. It matches all our packaging. It goes with our entire line. And I mixed it, you can see in the background, with black and white polka dot and black stripe. I'm going to tell you how to use this and have fun with this. This is going to sell your glamour this year. You can also use it for, I'm gonna put this over here. You can also use it for gifts, and you can put a complete collection can go in there. You can, I'm going to show you how to put hand creams and lotions and that type of stuff in that product. We have the bag coming, and it'll hold the whole Voluform set. So it just takes you over the top. I think that we need to set ourselves apart as independent business owners. And what do you want your business to feel like for your customer? That's what we're shooting for. Wait till you see this box. This is the gorgeous box. The Word boxes were incredible last year. They sold out so fast that so many of you never got them. You can just do this box with a shower gel, a hand cream, any moisturizer in it, these moisturizers in it. So I want you to make note right now that you have to buy them. You have to buy them. And look what else fits in here. The brush set. See that? The brush set fits perfect in here, and you would wrap it. I'll talk about that. We have these Word boxes have been incredible. They're a gift all by themselves. So you've got gorgeous. We have Wonder. We have Wonder, which is a whole silver collection. And look what I have in this one. They got this little puppy in here. And the box is in here too. The box is in the other end. I got the box in here, so this little puppy is in here. Okay, Wonder. And our last one is our favorite. Where'd it go? Blew these out last year. Sparkle. So this alone can be your whole holiday season. So now let's talk about the other collections and why you want to do this. Now I have stuff all over me, so I got them over here and over there. So let's talk about price points. This box is not expensive. I think it's $1 or $1.25. You can use it for, like I said, just hand creams for $12 and put it in here, period. You don't have to decorate it like a reindeer or anything. Just stick it in here, put a bow on it, okay? When you come to the next category of gifts, let's go back to that pink collection. So we've got the pink collection. We got the square box. Can you see these? I don't know how to do this, guys. I feel so bad that I have to keep turning my back on you. But you've got, with it, comes stripe. Oop, I can't get it. And polka dot. So you can put anything in these boxes. I actually have a 3-piece tower that you can do. Just take these 3 boxes, and for the fellas, create a tower for them, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. This size, which is a hand cream size, fits the gloves that we do, and I'm going to talk about that. So right now I'm going to do an overview of the collection. So we've got the pink and black that I love so much, and we have the whole sparkle collection. And sparkle has been huge. We also have added herringbone, gold herringbone to this. All these boxes mix. So this herringbone you'll also find in our woodland collection, and you can also use it in shabby chic in the spring, so that you can do weddings and bridal parties and all kinds of fun stuff. This box you're familiar with. This is the gold herringbone. That box is gorgeous with a bow on it, and it's for satin hands. So do not decorate. Do not decorate this. Do not decorate this. Just stick it in this box. Wouldn't you like to get a gift like this? Wouldn't you like to be known that your gifts are this pretty and it just has a simple little bow on it, which I'll show you how to do? Okay. Okay. Another box I wanted to show you are these little guys. These have been good, and we did them everywhere. We did them in Joy. We did them in every single color this year. Look at Joy. Look at this hand. Look at that box. Whoops. Again. Put a hand cream in it. You're done. I'll show you how to use this for other things. But really, celebrate can be for weddings. It can be for showers. Wonder can be for baby showers. Okay. So those are the shapes of boxes. Look at this. Okay. So you can take 2 pieces of spa and use that. Can you see this? That's one of those long scrubbers on the outside of that. Look how fun that is. And you can do it in any patterns. So you're going to pick the patterns that you like. You're going to need to pick more than one. And you're going to create an awe. The success of my open houses and the reason why my mailing list has gone from 200 to 700 and 800 people for Christmas is because they come in here and they bring their friends and they go, oh, and they come back and they bring their friends and their friends bring their friends. So that's what you want to create. I'm going to put this here. Okay, so now, this is the black and white polka dot. This is trending. That pale pink is trending. Words are trending. The polka dot is trending. So you have to find the woodland collection, taking this and making it woodsy. It's trending. So now let's talk about other things. No matter where I go, all over the country again, whether it be California, where it's warm, or here, gloves on a hand cream sleeve box, that's what we call them, is still the #1 seller, which is here. So this is the #1 seller across the country. This is a hand cream box, and it comes in gold, silver, black. They run like 70 cents. This is a new glove. This glove is fleece. It fits wonderfully. It's very, very pretty. And it also has a texting thing on it, you know, the texting fingers on it. This one is a heavier knit glove. This is the one we're doing this year. Let me get this where you can see it. I'll show you the glove in a minute. But I want you to see the box. And then it has the studs on it as well. And this is #1. These two are #1 across the country with all consultants. This is the heavy one, and I do believe it runs $5.50. Now I went to Walmart, and there wasn't I have a hair that I can feel on my face. Oh, there it is. So my glasses. I went to Walmart. There's not a pair of gloves in that store that were under $7. These are the real heavy ones. Last year they had some fur trim on them, and it has the studs on them. They're beautiful. This one is the other one. I try to get colors that you could see. It's dressier, but they fit, and they feel wonderful. And actually, here, so it's a really nice fitting glove, and they run $5. So the price point's right. You got $12 for your hand cream. You got $10 for a glove. You want to double everything. So you double your hand cream, you double your glove. It would be $22. We have to watch that price point. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I think they need to be $19.99, which would mean that you would make less money on your glove. But I sell $20 gloves, and just gloves, and have no trouble selling gloves if they put their hand in it. So if you make these up, make sure that you have some that they can try on, because, you know, a pair for them to try on. So that's #1 gift. The #2 gift, everywhere in the country, is the tall envelope box. This box, the long one, with socks on it. Now these socks you can buy just about anywhere. They cost about $2. You know, as you go and look for gloves, maybe you'll buy my glove. Maybe you'll find some gloves somewhere that you paid $3 for. I recommend that you do not buy stretchy gloves. This glove is a gift all by itself. Mary Kay is a classic company, and when we do that classy packaging and they get to see how pretty these are, they feel good about buying them. I sell about 100 pair a year made up, like I showed you. At least 100 pair a year, every year for over 20 years. They come in and say, I'm looking for your gloves. They actually buy it by the bow. They didn't even know what's in it or care what's in the box. They want the bow. And it's a given. You know, if you think about it, if you live where we need gloves, they're pretty skanky from last year, if you can even find a whole pair. So it's not like people don't need them every year. When you live in the north, you definitely need them. Even if you live in the south, unless you're really, really south, it gets warm enough that you need, or cold enough that you need gloves. These socks are like a little slipper. They run $2. Oh, I know what I was saying about the gloves. Maybe you find a nice pair of gloves that aren't stretchy, you know, the little 50-cent stretchy gloves, for $3. You know, maybe you have this pair for $5. Maybe find another pair that were great and they were $4. You mark them all the same price. You know that you can get these from me. You don't have to go store to store to store to store trying to find enough merchandise, because we know we own them. So you still mark them all the same price. Same here. Maybe you're going to find Socks for $1. I got these extremely inexpensive because after Christmas, we waited until they went way, 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 way down and bought tons. It was warm where I was last year, so they had a lot of this kind of stuff left. So we got to buy all those. So these are 2, then it would be 4, and leg energizers are in this, and I put them, the whole box is in there. So they would be 14, and I sell these, right, 4. Leg energizers 11, that's 15, and we sell these for about $16 or $17. See, now I make an extra $1 here where I lose an extra, I lose $1 on my gloves. So, and I sell a lot of these. Now, some seasons I sell more of these in gloves and vice versa, but these are huge for me. Another one that you guys have done in the past, and I've talked about the ugly oven mitt. Ugly oven mitts are ugly oven mitts. I know that we all run around to the dollar stores hunting for stuff, but you know what? If it's not pretty, if it's not wonderful, don't do it. So when I'm looking around to do this for you, Walmart's oven mitts were $6. Well, that's $12, and that's too high. So I found this, and I really, really liked it. I found these towels. Aren't they pretty? They're hand towels or dish towels. And this is a silver one that goes in my Silver Wonder collection. And the wooden spoon, and maybe if I back up, can you see it better that way? And they were $3 a piece. And you got 2 of them. You have to watch because they're not always printed, both printed, but these were both printed. And so $6 and $12 for hand cream is $18. These were $6 for $1. And you can recoup the cost of your box or not. So this is going to take the place of an oven mitt for me because I think and then you can add a recipe to it. And a lot of people do. And this is a grandma gift. They buy grandma these for Christmas. I'm really excited about this, and this is a different product to sell. And have you seen these? You've seen these little, I should have taped this. Wait a minute, let me pull this up here. They're a little gel mask. They have little beads in it that you put on your eyes, and they're good for, for puffy eyes, but they're also good for headaches. And I used to sell these many years ago. I just sold the mask, and I sold them for headaches. So we're having someone make us a card that's the recipe for what you can use this for. Is for puffy eyes, is for headaches, and we're putting an eye gel in it. And it doesn't matter that the eye gel is wee little, and it's in here. The eye gel is going to go in this box. Whoops, you have to tape these on here. I'm sorry I didn't do that for you. But an eye gel is going to go there, and I didn't do a big bow. Can you see? Far away is better. It's just a real sheer bow. So that's a neat one for eye gel. So if this was $1, so that'd be $2. My eye gel's $15. That's $17. I can throw in the box and sell them for $18. What will sell this is people will buy them if their daughter or their mom or their girlfriend has problems with headaches, or they have problems with puffy eyes. It's a given. If they have a headache, they'll do it in a heartbeat. So that's going to be a great gift. Now let's go into the other things that sell well. I do extremely well with scarves. I sell scarves. I never bring anything in or sell you anything that I haven't already sold. This is a dressy scarf, and I'll show you that one in a minute. Let me show you here. I got all my drawers in my office filled with goodies, and they come in all different colors. So this is the scarf. Look how pretty this is. It's a long, beautiful, silky scarf. They're $4. They're very inexpensive, and I put them on a tall box. I use hydrating lotions, but this year I will put these guys in because I own this because I bought them. If you don't get on it, you're going to lose these, and so I would put a hydrating lotion in them. And I sold this to. I'm going to show you how to tie these on. I sold this. One of the key things I wanted to share with you, to a woman who had caregivers, and so she bought 15 of these at $25 each because I put hydrating lotion in them for caregivers, for her mother, because they had run a clock care for mom. So there's that scarf, and it comes in they come white, cream, bronze, silver, black, white. I said that right. White, cream, champagne colored, bronze, black, silver, and they're all assorted. And people will call me and say, well, why can't I just buy black? Well, first of all, no one wants to give all 5 of their granddaughters the same colored scarf. So they pick it by the color. They want a pink one for Mary and blue for Susie. So don't be afraid of assorted. They all sell. I have not gotten stuck with any of these. This is going to make a really handsome gift. Now, because these silk scarves have been real good, I brought this scarf in this year. Look at this scarf. Isn't that pretty? It's ombre, and they're long and they're big. $5. Look how long this is. $5. And it's beautiful on a box. Put it on a box. Beautiful on a box. And so you get that $25 price point again with those. The other thing that we do really well with, the last scarf. Now, we've had this scarf for a lot of years, except for this year, it's different colored. This is called ombre. Before, it had an all over kind of pattern. And the reason why this scarf, it's $5, is because, let me see, I have to go this way. It's because if a person doesn't want a lot of scarf around their neck, look how pretty that is. It's really comfortable to wear. It's comfortable to work in. It's great for young people. My granddaughters wear them, and they're 10 and 7 years old, and they love this scarf. They wear them. Here it is, made up on a box. And I'm going to show you this right now. You guys do all kinds of crazy things trying to get these things on the box. And I like them on the outside. I think it creates a lot of excitement when they see them all in a basket and all the different colors. They sit there forever trying to decide what color they want. And they, again, don't even know what's in the box. But when you go to put that on the box, guys, go like this. Go like this. Okay? And fold it in half. That's it. Just like that. And tie it on the box. Nothing scary. Nothing scary. So far we have gloves, 2 different kind of gloves. Socks are on your own. We have 3 different scarves. And this was huge for me last year. We did really well with a headband. Because see, these things are all small gifts. They're all affordable gifts, and they're gifts that go for everybody, all age groups. So this one has a sequence on it. I think it's 5, I'm not quite sure. And this one we came out, which is a little bit younger. It's got the flower on it, and they're less money. And here's what they look like. We did this one in the Woodland collection. It's on craft, but depending on what you choose, it would be equally cute on gold. You could put it on black and it would look great. So depending on what collection you decide to go with, or collections you decide to go with, is what you put it on. And then last but not least for stuff is we did boot socks, because I told you I follow trends. This year we did not do the little fingerless gloves because they slowed down for me last year and I didn't sell them. So if I can't sell them, I don't feel comfortable selling to you. That's a trend. They're getting away from that. Boot socks. Boot socks were huge. They're getting away from boot socks, but this is really big. These are knee socks. They're still boot socks. It even says that it's a boot socks. They're a full-size knee sock. And they feel wonderful. They're $4 and they're wonderful. So how's that twisted? So when you put it on a box, or you put it on a box, when you wear it, the top still shows above your boot. So it becomes still a great boot sock. Huge, because you're getting the price, you're getting a full sock for what we paid for, a novelty boot sock. Again, leg energizers, the socks are $4, that's $8. Leg energizers are $11, so we're still under $20, and that's what we're shooting for, to be under $20. Here's another one when we talk about socks. I don't know how many of you have done the little, you can't see that, can you, because of the glare? The little socks with lip balms in them, rolled up to look like a cupcake. This only sells if you really make a show of it and put on a cupcake rack. If you put them on cupcake racks, you'll sell tons of them. And the price is wonderful. They're $2 for your sock and $12 for a lip balm. Now you're under $15 or $14. They're fantastic. And I sell a lot of them. It's great for a younger customer. So this has been really, really good for us. Not hard to make. This particular bag you can get anywhere, any of your your hobby stores because it's small and they're easy to get. So that one's a good one. We know about that. Now, let me see. Am I got all my bags of tricks here? Some people do well with Liptinis and some do not. I do extremely well with Liptinis. Do I sell a million? No, but I usually sell 25 of them, and I carry these all year round, and people buy them for birthday gifts. Last year, I found a little martini seasoning, for lack of a better word, that you put. They were just a packet that you make chocolate martinis or whatever with, and I sold them too. And if you are out and you see stuff like that, then pick it up. I had a lot of people that bought the martini mix and the Liptini, and this has a lip balm in them. Now this year I made it to match the pink because that's where I want to put it. Last year I had it in my gold collection, so they were all gold. They were gorgeous last year. And I have to tell you that the quality of your packaging has everything to do with how it sells. So if you're not really, really good at it and you have a girlfriend or your mom is, then seek their help. This has a pom-pom bow, glitter bow on it. I don't know if you can see that. No, it doesn't show up either way. But they're fun. And tags on them, Liptinis. And I had it on a tray, just like you would have a tray of Liptini glasses. Now, I will tell you that we got these at the dollar store, and I have not been able to find them at the dollar store. And I found them at Goodwill and places like that. This year is the only place I could find martini glasses. I couldn't find them anywhere except for ordering them online. So you just have to be resourceful and look around to different places to get them. Whoops. This mug, which has the gold dots on it that goes in the gold collection, is from Walmart. It's a $5 mug, $10, and I put hand cream and all coffee in it, and I sell tons of them, put tea in them. And the tall mugs, there is a trend. Here's another trend. I told you this before, that people weren't using mugs like this so much, and you know, the Christmas mug that you get at the dollar store are ugly, and people don't want them. And if you make them all up, you won't sell them as well as you will sell other things. And travel mugs, I said, were real popular. And I like the ceramic travel mugs because they're more of a gift. And I need you to start thinking gifting, and to other people, not as stocking stuffers, but as to other people, to fill their needs for all the people on that list. But there is a big trend back to coffee mugs. And the reason for that is they say that they're unbelievable, the best things in the world. I'm a person who likes everything to match, and you know, I want my coffee mugs to be fun and, you know, pretty and fit in my house. And now I don't even drink out of those. I'm drinking out of the ones that don't give up your daydream. Instead of don't give up your day job, don't give up your daydream. I love them. And so when I can find those kinds of mugs, those are the ones I'm making up. This is a fun mug. It's oversized. It's beautiful. Makes you feel good. So there's a trend back to this type of mug. They're not cheap. They're like $5, but people will spend 20. They will spend 20 for something that's wonderful that they can't live without before they'll spend on something that's not as attractive. Okay, so when we get into here, you're getting into your $25 price point, $35 price point with satin handsets. I find, again, when I go around the country, that people don't sell a lot of satin handsets. They'll sell 5 or 10. And if there's someone in the room that sells 20, 90% of the time she's a director. I have satin handsets out. They could either have it this way for $35, $36, or they could have it wrapped for $2 more. So everybody picks the wrapped one. Now, the other thing that I want to share with you is guys. We don't have any special products for men this year outside of the bag, and you could take that dot bag and put product in it and, you know, cellophane it up, put a bow on it. But you need to know trends, and I don't know if you know what trend this is, but you're going to see the little red truck everywhere because it's the anniversary. It's the 100th anniversary of the little red truck. So this black box with a little red truck ornament on it that was $2. You can put any of our Mary Kay products we have in it. If you have shower gels left, you can put them in it. If you want to put shave cream in it, you can put shave cream in it. this is what I'm doing for guys. That and making up the dot bag for a $50 retail. That men don't typically go, oh, honey, I'm so excited you bought me skincare. They're not really into that so much. And I always have all my men's products out. I bought a great big red truck sign that's going to go where my men's stuff is. And they'll pick up their shave creams and they pick up stuff and they use them as stocking stuffers and they just put them in their stocking. That's how I sell mostly men. And I do coffee mugs. I do sell coffee mugs. Now let me see. I think I've covered all of the things. Oh my goodness, we got to move on. So that's the stuff that the price. Oh, one more price point. One more thing. And that's this. Those are the little toe separator thingies. And I put a nail polish on them and I sell them for like $11 or $12. Guys, do not sell hand creams samples for gifts. We put lip balms in here and lip glosses, all that fun stuff that you like to sell, eyeshadows, whatever you can put in here, but don't put samples in here and sell samples. I had a girl that she took and bought $5 cards to Starbucks and got the clear ornament and put a hand cream sample in it, a $5 card for Starbucks, and sold them for $10. Starbucks made $5 and she made $2. So, you know, just sell a hand cream for $10 if you really need a $10 gift rather than doing that. Okay, so now those are price points that sell. And we're going to go and get into open houses because I feel so strongly about them. Open houses for me kick off a season. And I know that a lot of you that are on here are from the city and feel that open houses don't do well for you. And I've had people that lived in cities that did very well with open houses. I've had people that lived in the country that did not do well with open houses. So I think there's some components that are really, really important. Years ago, my open houses were really bad. I would send 200 invitations. There's a key word here is 200. I would send 200 invitations. I'd have 5 or 6 people come. I would sell $500 and I'd eat all the cookies. And I did that for 15 years. For 15 years, I had the same scenario. So what we did is we changed our invitation and I made it like a book at that time and I put lots of words in it. And I had a girlfriend get on the phone and call all my customers. We didn't have post calls or any of this technology in those days. And she said, hi, my name is Mary and I'm calling for Andrea Peters for open house, for Christmas open houses this weekend. And she has a lot of gifts for teachers and your family members and just as hard to buy for people. And she's got some really pretty things. We can't wait to see you. This is just a reminder when it is. And can't wait to see you on Friday or whatever, something very similar to that. And this is what happened. I had 60 people came. 60 people come, had 60 people come, and we sold $4,000. Now, the only thing that changed was the invitation and the phone call, because I sent invitations to everybody. Now, I do want to, I got to figure out where I put it. One of the things you have to realize is unless you're carrying gifts all year to every one of your skincare and facial appointments, your customers do not know that you have gifts. They have no idea you have gifts. I suggest that you take some of this stuff that you see that you love and take it to every appointment. I would have that gorgeous box with 2 pieces of spa in it at every single appointment. I've done shows where I sold 2 or 3 gift items because people needed a birthday gift for the next day. And I just happened to come in on a shining horse and save them. I want to read you my original. I think I would have been smart enough to have had it out. My original open house invitation. Well, I was not prepared well enough, so I'm going to pass that. I'm going to go with this one. This is the one that the company had a couple of years ago, and this is why I don't recommend this. You're invited to a Mary Kay Sparkle open house. Find brilliant gifts for everyone on your list. What gifts? And who? Radiant skincare, color collections, and festive favors to put a sparkle in their eye. That's it. That's all it said. So what happens is, I don't know you have gifts. I don't need any lipstick. I'm fine on my skincare. I'm not coming because I think that's what you have to sell. I don't put Mary Kay on any of my invitations. I don't recommend that you do. I would just call it an open house, and we describe what you're coming to, and it changes everything. Now, I have a little faux pas. I'm going to try real hard to get this up on Peter's packaging, but my web lady just had a baby. and she had a C-section. So it'll come within the next couple of weeks. I'm sure I can get that up there. But I wrote one for you, and this is a good one. Experience the spirit of giving. You put it on that pretty paper, you know, then you type it in. Bring a friend and enjoy a relaxing shopping experience at my home. Mary K. Peters, that'd be me. My address, my telephone number. My dates, November 4th and 5th, Thursday and Friday evening, 6 to 9. I did this on purpose. Saturday, November 6th, 10 to 5, and Sunday, November 7th, 12 to 5. I know you guys are working. You can't do what I do. I'm open all week. You can't do that. So I have girls in my unit that they're open on Thursday and Friday evenings, and then they're open Saturday and Sunday. One of the next things I want to talk about is you have to have accessible hours. You guys do not have enough hours to get people to you. And that's the main reason why your open houses are not successful, is you did not get people there. You're not having 60 people come and no one buying. That's a different problem. The problem is you're not getting them to your shows, you're not getting them for facials, you're not getting them for your gift parties, you're not getting them there for your open houses, and so you have to spend your energy getting people in front of you. So that's what that is. So it says, pamper, give someone or yourself a spa experience, melt away stress. Believe in Wonder Bath Collections. These joyous scents allow anytime escape. Shower gels, lotions, and fragrant mints. See, I'm telling you what I have to sell. It's easy to take it all away with you in a free collection bag. Do not decorate it. It's not cute. Put it in a gift bag. She's still got to do something with this. This can go in her box, but we're going to puff them all up like this and put them in a great big basket. Anybody that buys 2 pieces of spa can have one of these for free, because I have, I think, 40 of them now, because if you buy 2 pieces, you get 1. Okay, so if you buy 3, if I bought the whole collection, then I have lots. Function and stylish. Warm fashion gloves and scarves with hand cream and lotions. Cozy slippers and comforting foot cream. Our famous satin hand set and ultimate lip savers for the entire family. So that's what I have to sell. Glamour Girl. Eyes only brush set. That's the new brush set. In a beautiful metallic case, shadows, mascaras, lips, and more. She'll feel gorgeous, because I'm going to use my gorgeous collection box. Do good, feel good. We do big for grandparent program. Adopt a grandparent this Christmas. So many of our seniors have no one during a holiday. For $12, you will be sponsoring someone in a local nursing home with a gift of hand cream and a holiday ornament. Giving is beautiful. Find special gifts, whether it's girly, sweet, manly, or simple, for your family, friends, co-workers, teachers, and everyone on your list. Many surprisingly priced under $20. See, that's what they want to know. Now, I want you to do this, and I want you to argue with me, and I want you to say, I'm going to give a discount away. I want you to do this because this is how I grew my numbers. Bring this invitation for your discount. This star will entitle you to 10 to 25% off everything during open house only. So when she brings her invitation, this is my invitation. On the back, it has a star. I don't know if you can see that star. See that little star? I take an index card, and gold star is 10% off, red star is 15, blah, 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 blah. When she comes in, she's got her invitation. I look on my chart. I go, oh, Susie, you got a gold star. You get 10% off everything you bought today. My customers walk in carrying this. They have it on their refrigerator. I've had them call their husbands at home because they forgot their invitation. Could you tell me what color the star is on it? My girlfriend came. How is she going to get a star? So we have a pile of these, and she gets to pick. Out of 100 invitations, I would do like 2 25% offs, maybe 5 20s, and maybe 15 or 20 15s, and the rest are 10s. And I don't do discounts. That I don't have things on sale or marked down. So I'm not giving a double discount, and this is the only discount I do. Guys, don't discount your Mary Kay. You don't need to. You know, you get all excited. You get someone to buy 5 of something, and you didn't double the cost of it. You doubled your hand cream, but you didn't double the glove. So you get all excited. You give her 15% off because she bought 5, and you just lost 15% of the $5 you spent on the glove because you didn't double it. So this is the only place I give an invitation, or I give a discount to. They know that the only way they can have a discount is to come during my open house. So that's why they come. Another reason why they come. Okay. So this will be on my thingy. Now, you need to send a hard invitation. And the reason why you need paper invitation, and the reason why you need to do that is because they put it on the refrigerator. It's in their stack of mail. When you send an email or an evite or a text or Facebook, it's all deletable. They delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it. Those things you use in addition to your invitations, because those are all reminders and you do them constantly. That's constant. You do them all the time. We use post calls. That's where I record a message and I can send it to everybody on my Mary Kay mailing list, or on my mailing list. Everybody that I have a telephone number for, and they get my message with my voice. I've done that in the middle of my open house because my attendance has been slow, and I have people coming up, thank goodness you sent that phone call, because I forgot all about it. See, they want to come, but they forget, and so that's why you need to do all that layering. So let's talk about this. Now I'm going to go back to accessible hours, because I don't care how you're doing this. I don't care if you're doing open house or you're doing gift shows or whatever. You have got to be available to your customers. I had another lady that did everything that I told her to do, and she had a very unsuccessful open house, and we were talking and I'm trying to figure out what she did. She was open on Saturday from 10 to 12. Well, that was convenient for her, but Saturday's my weakest day. I keep records on everything. My strongest day is Thursday. My weakest day is Saturday. Sunday is another good day. We open from Tuesday to Sunday, and I'm open from 10 to 7. Now, I can do that. And I do that because they come after work if they work, and there are a ton of people that work shifts. You know, and there's people that are retired, and there's people that work afternoons, or they work midnights, and so they can come during the day. Or they have small children and they're home with their kids and they can come during the day, or retirees that come during the day. So that's what works for me. If you work 5 days a week and you've ran kids all weekend, and Saturday morning I'm telling you to come to my Mary Kay open house, you're gonna look at me like I'm nuts. You're exhausted. Plus you gotta wash and grocery shop and do all that kind of stuff. So you have to be available to have gift shows and etc. I do a ton of gift shows. My open house is a week long, but that is not my season. That is just to start. I do gift shows, and gift shows is when, and I'm going to tell you this too, is when I have a girl that's a hostess. She gets hostess credit. You can do plain Mary Kay hostess credit. You can give her plain 10% off. You can give her, if she has a booking, she gets 15. She has 2 bookings, she gets 20. Or you could say anything she wants, she can have at half price for having a gift show, you know, with X amount of people there. I would book gift shows during my open house. So if you have an open house and I say, Andy, why don't you be a hostess? You can have all your stuff at 10% off, or you can have 10% of the sales, and you can get $100 free gifts, or $20 worth, or $200 worth of free gifts. Some of my girls have $2,000 Mary Kay open houses and they get $200 free. Others have $100. They bring me, you know, not enough people. Keyword here, not enough people, and they get $10 free. But I book them during my open house. My girls book them during our open house so that I'm securing that time. I'm not sitting there. If you have a $300 open house, that's wonderful, because you're ready for the season. Everything is made. You can rock and roll on it. You can leave it set up, have other people in. You can take it on the road, and you're ready to go. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to do big things, then you have to do all the steps, and it takes time. I didn't start there. I said that I went from a 600 to a 4,000 because we made changes instead of quitting. So make sure you get yourself some decent hours for people to attend. That's real important. And do gift shows. Now, if you're going to do it all on a go, there's nothing wrong with that either. I have a girl that sells $4,000 out of a basket every single year. So you can do it that way. You have to tell me, if you live in an apartment building and they have, you know, a community room, I would do it down there. Maybe you need to be set up every Saturday. Maybe you need to be set up in your community room in your apartment building every Saturday from 10 to 2 or from 10 to 1. I have a girl in my unit. I'm open every Thursday now. And when I did that, I was shocked that my Mary Kay has increased so much, because they just come. They know I'm open. I'm a store. I have a girl in my unit that works a full-time job, does not have the best health, and she is opened every Saturday from 10 to 1, I do believe, and she pulls between $400 and $600 weeks every week. Now, let's talk about this invitation thing. If you send out invitations and don't do anything, And you send out 100 invitations, you're going to get 10 people there. It's 10%. If you send 20 invitations, you're going to get 2 people there. You do not send just to Mary Kay people. You send to everybody you know. People from the gym, people from your church, people from the neighborhood, your neighbors, people in your apartment building, people wherever you work out at. You send to anybody that you have a relationship with, plus your Mary Kay people. Those are my backdoor people, I tell them. I had some of those people that just come to my open house and they don't buy up Mary Kay off me. That's why my Christmas open house, which I've named and themed, and it has become such an experience for them to come here that they bring people to see it. This kind of packaging, you can create that. You really can. It's awe. You know, when you want to go to a concert or you want to go to a certain store for a certain sale because it's over the top, it's like so awesome. The service is so cool, or the way they decorate is so neat, or you go to see Christmas lights because it's like, that's what you want to create. And then they're going to bring people to you. So if you have 20, you can expect to have 2 people there. So you need to get somebody to be a hostess to bring 5 people that you don't know. So then you'd have 7 people there. If you do all of the follow-up, you can increase those numbers. I wouldn't do just one. This is the other thing. I decided to be open every weekend. I'm open every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm not open on Sunday. I have to have a day off. So I'm open every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday until Christmas. I have girls in my unit to do the same thing. They're open every Friday and Saturday until Christmas. They're the ones that have the biggest, that do the biggest Christmas because they have more accessible hours. Okay, so let me look at my list. We set goals, create a plan. You have to know how much money you want to earn right now, tonight, before you go to bed. You're gonna start planning early. Start making your stuff up now. Buy the boxes and stuff. Get them here. Get your product ordered. The glamour is already gone. You know, the eyelash curler and a sponge are stocking stuffers to me. I'm not going to give it to the lady at the bank. That is not a gift. That is something a girl will buy for herself. Or if she's got a little glamour girl, she might buy the brush set and a curler, and you put it in a little gorgeous box, and that's good to go. Those are personal gifts. I want you to start thinking about gifts that you're going to sell the guy at the bank. He's got 22 tellers, and he wants a gift for his tellers, and their bonuses are going to go in that box with the hand cream and glove. You need to start thinking in multiples and not in just a stocking stuffer. Okay, so you're going to create an event or an open house, and you want to have awe, and this packaging will give you that. You don't have to do anything at all but set up this stuff, and you will be fine. You have to make a commitment to inventory, Mary Kay inventory, and to this stuff if you want to make money. You cannot do this. You can't do this and take orders on it. They need it today. You don't have it to give it to them. It's hypothetical. They're not going to do that. They'll take orders on a gift from mom, but they're not going to take orders on that. They'll take orders on a tower, on $100 tower from me, but they're not going to take orders on this stuff. You have to make a commitment. And I'm going to tell you a story about that. Invitations is key. Social media is key. The star discount is key. And remember, if you send 20 invitations, you're going to get 2 people there. Remember that. So don't be disappointed. You know, if you have a number you want to hit 1,000, then you keep going until you hit 1,000. Set accessible hours for your people. And I want you to remember this. Please, 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 please. The #1 reason for unsuccessful open houses and events is poor attendance. So your #1 job this year is to get in front of people. It's not to make the stuff. It's to get in front of people. And are your hours when people want to come? Real important. Now, years ago, my dad and I had a basket business, or I still have a basket business that we do for corporations. And we went to this big convention, and the biggest thing that I took away from that was this. We spent $2,000, by the way. This is free. The information I gave you tonight is free. This I paid $2,000 for. $1,000 for him, $1,000 for me for the information that we received at that. They weren't like Mary Kay that shared everything. If you are not sitting in front of a customer, you are not working. That is the #1 thing I can share with you about this season. about any season, about any event that you hold. You have to be sitting in front of customers. And you know what, you guys, you got to get excited about Christmas. You know, we're women, and Christmas is magical. Are you making it magical? Do you know the feeling when a customer comes back and says, you know what, I am so excited. I'm so glad I came to your open house. I'm bringing my sister next year. Every single gift that I bought off of you, they loved. You know, that makes that gift giver feel so special that her choices people liked and that they actually used it. Mary Kay. I asked my niece to be one for Christmas. Well, Mary Kay, aren't you going to give us her Mary Kay? You know, and when I give them in these boxes, the box is the gift. The box is just, this is just as much the gift as what's inside it. Those fragrances, oh my goodness, they're so stinking cute. But they're a $36 price point. So you're not going to sell as many, where did I have that little guy? You're not going to sell as many, and I forget what box I had her in. It was a wonderful box. Oh, no. Too bad you guys can't talk to me and tell me what box I had that the cologne in. It's a wonderful gift. It's darling. It's cute. But that price point, you are not going to sell as many as you are of hand creams, leg energizers, these fabulous shower gels, and they're all wonderful. They all smell good. They're pretty. They're easy. They're easy scents. You're not going to sell any fragrance like you're going to sell these things, so you don't buy them equally. You can put those lip balms in there. Whoops. You know, put your $12 lip balm, your $12 lip balm in here. If you're going to do, you know, let's talk about this little guy. You're putting a teeny tiny little box in this box with this, as you're going to secure it right. You're going to sell these. These are just too fun. So look what packaging adds to the value of that product. Eye makeup remover, to me, is a stocking stuffer. It's a gift that I will buy my daughter. I will buy it for my best friend. I might buy it for my hairdresser, but I'm not going to buy it for teachers and stuff like that. It's not that kind of a gift. So it's hard to try to make those be everyday gifts. I want you to think in terms of that what I have to sell, people can give to anybody. Anybody. Well, if I look here, I'm 7 minutes over, longer than I wanted to go. PetersPackaging.com. We are shipping right now. If you get your orders in right away, you have the greatest selection. As we start running out, it'll start coming off the website. We have a lot right now. I feel real confident about it. I want you to sit down, look at what you have on your shelf. You cannot do the season with 5 hand creams. You know, you need 20 or 30 hand creams on your shelf. You need, you know, a dozen leg energizers. You need to get this ordered before it's gone. You really, really do. You need to hold shows and facials right now so that you can increase that list. I want you to start asking everybody that you know, your family members, and who you can invite, and who you, oh, real quick, for hostesses. If you're going to book gift shows, you have to book them now. You cannot wait till November, and you cannot wait till your open house to book them, because now it's November and they're like flipping out already. Like, oh my God, I have all this to do and I can't do a gift show. If they book them now, they'll hold them in November. And all of this, to me, should happen within the first 2 weeks. Once you start getting towards Thanksgiving, you start losing them. Now, here's another thing. When they come to your open house the first week in November, like when mine is, they'll buy a lot of glamour and they'll buy stuff, and they'll buy one of these. But when they come back 2 weeks before Christmas, they'll call me and say, I need 10 of those gloves. Do you still have some? So don't get discouraged if you have an early open house. You have to be open. You have to figure out a way to be open throughout that season for your customers. That's when they'll come back and order 5 of something, 10 of something. And small businesses will buy this kind of stuff all day long. So have a good season. And thank you very much, Diane. I love you to death. We've been together for a long, long time, and our lifetime almost.
Yeah.
We met, we were both really young. And
I remember being a teenager shopping in your store.
She was a teenager shopping in my store. And I have to share this with you guys real fast because it's so cute. See this antique mug here? See that? That's an antique. My director I wasn't a director yet when Diane was in my, well, Diane was a part of my original unit, and my director gave me this mug if I sent out that letter where you say I'm going into middle management and I would like to share Mary Kay with you. Well, Diane was one of the people I shared it with, and I still have this mug. And every time I drink out of it, I think of you, Diane. We've had a great journey together, girlfriend.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot more to come.
Yes, a lot more to come. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all you shared with everybody. I know they are going to be blessed this holiday season. So I think everybody, I passed, so everybody, just so you know, I put the web address to Andrea's website where you can, if you're interested in the packaging, you can go there and buy it. And I do encourage you, if you do want it, like Andrea said, to get it sooner rather than later, because it's even sold out on me sometimes. So it's all there though. Okay. Well, have a great holiday selling season, you guys, and a great rest of your night.
Thank you.